Welcome back. So, alleged underworld boss Hafiz Modack and murder accused Kilian, among others, are expected back in the Cape Town court this morning to continue their bail applications. They're charged in connection with the murder of Western Cape top cop Kinnear nearly 1 year ago. And still, their trial is nowhere near to starting. Ayesha Ismail has the latest from court. Ayesha, a good morning to you. It has been so long, and yet we're still talking bail.
That is correct, Naledi, and we're here outside the Blue Downs Magistrates Court. Now, you will recall that initially, when this case started, it was first, it started in the Bishop Lavis Magistrates Court, then it was moved to Bellville, then it moved to Cape Town, and now it's being heard in the Blue Downs Magistrates Court for safety and security reasons. Now, as you say, it's actually today it's exactly 11 months since Lieutenant Kinnear was gunned down outside his house in Bishop Lavis. And you will also recall that the very first person, Kilian, the former rugby player, was the first person to be arrested, and that then followed the arrest well-known alleged gang boss Hafiz Modack, and also then an anti-gang unit member, Ashley Tabisha, who has now since been suspended from the police force. And there are also other accused in this matter. And of course, I mean, this case has been marked by delays and denials, and also we do know that COVID-19 also played a role where some of the accused were in being held obviously in custody. They then came into contact with other people who were tested positive for COVID, and so a lot of delays in this matter. But of course, yesterday the bail application started. It continues today, and we will have to wait to find out later today exactly what the state is saying about how tight their case is, because of course the state is denying bail for the accused in this matter, and the case is due to start at 11:30. Now, Naledi, this is the bail application that's being heard here, and after that, the trial will then be moved to the Cape High Court, and that is expected to be a marathon trial, given the number of accused in this matter.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a lot of attention in what happens inside the courtroom, but also a lot of activity outside, and quite often we've seen very tight security. Just explain to us if we're seeing that. And then standing behind you, some of their supporters. Tell us about them.
That is correct, Naledi. So I haven't seen the police. We haven't been inside court yet, but as you correctly point out, very often when we come to court and when the accused are brought here, they're brought to court under very tight security. And as you can see also, when Hafiz Modack makes an appearance in court, be that in Bellville or in Cape Town, and of course here now in Blue Downs, there are supporters coming out to support him. And some of them that I spoke to were saying to me that Hafiz Modack is a good man. He runs a number of soup kitchens. He buys school uniforms for children. He pays school fees. He helps poor people. And they believe that he's being used as a scapegoat. They're saying that the police are corrupt. And they're also saying that there are other underworld bosses that have not been arrested and have not been given the treatment that Hafiz Modack has been given. And they are calling for Hafiz Modack to be granted bail. But just coming back again to Lieutenant Kinnear, at the time when he was gunned down, he had just returned from Gauteng, where he was investigating corrupt cops, senior police officers involved in illegal issuing of gun licenses to gang bosses. And upon his return to Cape Town, he was then shot and killed. But what's interesting is that while 5 accused have been arrested in connection with his murder, the shooter has not been arrested yet.
Yeah. Well, Ayesha, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for that update, and we certainly will check in with you a little later on in the day. Ayesha Ismail speaking to us there in the Western Cape.